So today I'm going to show you how can you like disable an object and enable an object. Just like in Unity you just say game object.setActive true and game object.setActive false, but inside Unreal it is a little bit complicated. Like for example, if I place a cube over here and inside the rendering option, if you even check this set actor hidden, you will see that the collision will still work and the player can still collide with this. Like for example, if I move here and I even disable the visibility, you will still see that our actor is colliding with that cube. Here you can see it, I cannot move forward. So to completely disable an actor inside Unreal, you can either use blueprints, or you can also use the C++. So in this tutorial I'm basically showing you two things. One is enabling and disabling the actors, and the other thing that how can you create custom nodes for blueprints, like how can you create custom nodes for blueprints and then you can use those custom nodes inside your blueprint. So let's create a custom blueprint library. So go to the C++ classes and create a new C++ class. I'll derive this basic class from actor, and then let's rename our C++ class to, I'll rename it to setActive true and false. So you can name it whatever you want, but I'll rename it just to make the name descriptive. So create the class and wait for it to open. Okay, so the class has is now opened, and now what we can do here is like we can define our custom. Let me reopen this class. Okay, so here you can see the header files. So since we are creating the custom blueprint library, so first of all I need to include a header file that is required for creating the custom library inside Unreal. So #include, and then the library that we want to use would be the Kismet/blueprint function library.h. so library, or let me just confirm the name. I'll copy the name and we'll place it here. So Kismet blueprint library, function library. Now we don't need these things, we don't need the public functions and these all functions. We just need only two custom functions. One function should be used for enabling the actor and the other function should be used to disable the actor. So I'll create a U function and we want this function to be called from the blueprints, so we will make it blueprint callable. So it is blueprint callable, I don't need this CPF, so simple make it blueprint callable, and then we will create a static function so that we can call it from anywhere that we want. So float static void function, because we don't need to return anything, and we will name this function setActive false, and we'll pass an actor reference to this because we want to set actor false and true. So a actor, so we'll need an actor reference, and it is best practice to name the function parameters in this way. Okay, now we will create another function, and that should be, let's create this function inside our, so alt enter and create a definition of this function inside the CPP class. So you can see it has it created a function for us inside the CPP class. Now we will create another function, U function. Now we will also create a U function, blueprint callable. So blueprint callable, and then we can create another static function, static void set active true, and we will rename this, we will pass an actor as a reference to this one too, and this should be the actor reference. So underscore actor, and we will also create this function inside our CPP. So alt enter, and then it will create this function inside our CPP class. So now let's jump to the CPP class and open this up. So we don't need the begin play function right here, we don't need the tick function, so we will remove those functions, and I think we don't need the constructor in this specific class for now. Okay, so here we need to disable three things. Once we want to disable an actor, we have to disable three things, and those three things are, we have to set the actor hidden. So the first thing we will write here, underscore actor, and we'll make this header this hidden. So set actor hidden in game. Okay, so we'll click this, and then it'll pass the variable, we will make it true. So we are setting this actor hidden inside the game. And the second thing that we should do is we need to make the collision, disable the collisions also. So set actor enable collision, and we'll pass false, we'll set it to false. Okay, and then underscore actor, and we will call we will also disable the tick functionality of this actor. That is optional, but it is good for optimization if you disable the tick functionality too. So we'll disable the set actor tick enabled, and we'll set it to false. So with this, the actor will not consume the extra memory, and it will be completely deactivated. Okay, we'll need to do just the opposite of these three things inside the enable set active true. So what we should do here, we will need to make it false and make this collision enabled and make it true. So now let's build and compile this. So okay, so this code is compiled, and now let's use those libraries inside our blueprint. So I'll just open the level blueprint just for testing, and I'll get input, for example, let's say y, and I'll use a flip-flop just to enable and disable this actor with y key. So I'll now try to access that. So set active false when from A, and set active true, the same actor, set active true with B. Okay, let's test this code and run this. So when I press Y and again Y, you will see the actor is completely setting. Okay, so if I press Y, it is hidden, and now you can see the player doesn't detect the collision and everything. And if I press Y again, you will see that the actor is being enabled. So the main purpose of this tutorial was to show you how can you create your custom libraries with custom blueprint nodes with this simple, very simple example. So here is the simple code. Thank you for